Alright guys, well I'm back today with another light laser combo from Votatu, the M8L-G. This combines a light and laser as well as the pressure switch and two mounting solutions all in one nice package. On top of that, it's affordable, magnetic recharging, and very versatile. Let's get into it. Now, Votatu sent this out at my request, and I'm glad they did. I've also reviewed a few other laser aiming modules and light modules, but this is one of the newest offerings from Votatu. It seems to be machined out of one solid piece of aluminum with the addition of the clamp and mounting system and the head of the light. Now this one actually has the laser diode integrated into the light diode, so it's a more compact package than the one I reviewed before. Now there were some advantages of some of the other ones, so you'll want to watch those videos to get a full understanding and perspective, but this is a nice, sleek, compact light laser combo that's been working out great. Now I've tried Votatu products for years now without any issues down at the range. Now they definitely are a budget option. There are going to be other light and laser aiming modules that are just going to be better quality than something like this, but you're going to pay 4 or 5 times the price for some of those laser aiming modules, so you have to keep that in perspective. Now, I've got this one particularly mounted up to a 22, but I've run these on 5.56, 9mm, and they hold zero perfectly. I just felt like this 22 project needed something a little bit different, so I grabbed this and I threw it on top. Now, the really cool thing about this is Votatu has a nice mounting system on the M8L-G. It's got the M-lock attachment and the pick rail attachment. And if you want to use the M-lock, you simply remove the pick rail attachment. If you want to use the pick rail attachment, you simply remove the M-lock screws, and it's as easy as that. Now the pressure switch is integrated right into the side of the light. Now you can long press for a temporary on, you can click it on for a constant on, you can double click for a turbo mode, and then you can also you can triple click for a defensive strobe. It also has the green laser built in. You can double click the front button for a strobing green laser, which I personally would never use, but that is an option. And you can also, again, do that temporary click. The magnetic charging system is going to be that same interface as all of the other magnetic charging systems from Votatu, making it a nice ecosystem to have. If you've got a few of these, it's really nice to space out those chargers. Also, with the ability to add power banks to different plate carriers, battle belts, and chest rigs, like I do a lot of times on the channel, it's really nice to have an extra spare charger in that plate rig or chest rig to attach that magnetic charger. Now, that could be a con for some, and I understand why. A lot of guys like their laser aiming modules and lights to have replaceable batteries in the field in case it dies. This one does not have that option, so keep that in mind if you're considering purchasing a Votatu. Now, again, I always recommend carrying a power bank in your plate carrier, and if you haven't seen some of my plate carrier and chest rig videos, definitely check those out. I go more in depth. Now, I've utilized the previous version of this light on the M-lock rail system, and I've never had it walk loose or fail on me, but I've exclusively utilized this version with the pick rail on top of this 22, and I haven't had any issues. Now, the other brother to this that I just reviewed recently that has the laser aiming module independent of the light, I also have mounted pick rail, and I tried M-lock, and I didn't have any issues with that either, but I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below if you've been trying these as well, what your thoughts and opinions are. Now, before we get into kind of the summary of this light and laser, I want to give a huge shout out to Target Sports USA for always helping out and sponsoring the channel. Without Target Sports USA's help, it'd be really difficult to continue to produce reviews like this. I actually discovered some of this 835 feet per second CCI that's 45 grains. It's quiet for semi-autos on Target Sports site, so they're absolutely awesome. I just really greatly appreciate their support, but back into the light. One thing to note is you will not have the ability to add an offset pressure switch because it's seamlessly integrated here. Now, again, I like that because it's very easy to do some type of C-clamp hold or mount it to the side to the M-lock and press that there. So it's very easy to operate, but a lot of guys may want to run their light all the way at the top of their rail, but maybe grip the pressure switch a little bit closer. You won't have that option again with the Votatu, something to consider when you're purchasing this. In summary, it's been working out great. The light doesn't skip on or off under heavy recoil. We actually tested it in slow motion, not on this 22, but actually on a 9mm and a 5.56 without any issues. And I love the fact that everything is included. The laser has been holding zero. It's sighted in. It's got the charger in the box, extra hardware. It's just a solid option for the money. And speaking of the money, these generally sell for $72.99. They're the lowest price in 30 days at $65.69. And on top of that, Votatu created some discount codes that are going to be good for every single product that they have for an extra 10% off, dropping this slightly below 60 bucks. Really good offering, in my opinion, for $60. Going to be hard to beat unless you're taking a look at some of the other Votatu offerings at this price point. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.